Hey, good afternoon, you guys. Today we're going to be working on this Arctic Cat 500. I've had it for about 2 to 3 days. I bought it off of a guy that went riding with us a couple of weeks ago, and he was testing it out. He had just fixed it. If you guys want to see what he did to it, his name is Hunter Norris. He is on YouTube, so give him a follow. Check out his channel. But he did do a lot of things to this one. He did wheel bearings, rotors, brakes. He did carburetor work on it. He did the seat cover on it, some solenoids, some spark plug issues, all those things to get this working. He did. So if you guys want to check out his channel, Hunter Norris on YouTube, you guys can see where it started. So now I tried to get it off of him. He was kind of, I don't want to sell it at this time because he wanted to do a little bit more content for it. But I was just like, I begged him, I want this. I don't know why. It touched my heart. I have no reason for it. There's no like attachment to it. It just looks cool. I just wanted it. So we, worked up a deal or whatever that worked for both of us. And I mean, now it's here. But Hunter, I will be showing the videos of all the extra work. He bought extra parts for it. We have the wheel bearing, we have the shifter knob, we have a boom box and lights, reflectors, some other parts that need to go on it. I did order some parts for it. I will be doing a 2-inch lift. I will be relocating the radiator and getting some gang switches on there and all that stuff like that, so it looks kind of professional. Getting the wire loom, working all this metal, getting it cleaned up and painted so it looks good. So it needs a lot of little pieces here and there, like this water bottle down here. I have no clue what that water bottle is doing there. And for all the videos that I've seen, it's just a tube that goes down. There's no real reason why the water bottle should be there. So I'm gonna take it off unless something happens, right? I'll get a universal, or I think I'm gonna buy a relocation kit for a Polaris Sportsman, and then make it work. Or if I have to get a different radiator for it, that'll work. I just like the look with the radiators on the top of the grill here. So stay tuned, you guys. Today we'll be working on the wheel bearing. See ya. All right, let's begin. We got to remove the wheel, obviously, and then takes a 17 millimeter. Let's get that off here. All right, so as you can see, we do have some play here, up and down here, but nothing else seems to be bad back here. The brakes still look good, but they did swap those out. Let's get this plastic piece off. Hanging out in my son's chair here. Okay. Y'all know that didn't feel good. Gotta remove that cotter pin. See if this is tight. It feels pretty tight. I believe that's gonna be a 32. So I'm gonna bring you guys a little closer here. All right, so I'm gonna bring you guys a little closer to so you can see what I'm doing. So this is, as you can see, the bearing needs to get changed. This right here and this right here is where the brake caliper was mounted to. It takes a 10 millimeter, so to take that off and move it aside. And then this right here, I believe maybe a 14, but we got to remove these to get to the tie rod ends there. And then, as you guys can see, new to me, it needs a CV boot, probably an axles. It is a 1998, and it's probably been there since 1998. So I'm just gonna go ahead and replace the whole thing. So I will put that in the order, and then I also spotted this. There's no bushing in there. It's just open on both ends. So the plastic bushings that are normally in there are gone. So I'll buy some of those after I get the 2-inch lift. So add that to the list as well. All right, guys, let's see what we got. Let's see if we can get this off here. Oh, all right, guys, I'm back. That took me about a solid 15-20 minutes or so. The drive shaft for the CV axle here did not want to come out. It was pretty stuck in there. I had to get it out. I did have to take off the tie rod right there for the steering, and now the knuckle is loose. The inside of the wheel hub there looks good. A little beat up, but she still looks good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that off right here, give it a couple of pounds, it'll come off. And I think this CV axle, while I was pulling it out, it's completely shot. So I'm not gonna reuse it. I'm just gonna take it completely off and order another one. So, yeah. Let's see. So the tie rod down there is holding it. I mean, it's got a little tension. It'll come right out, but I need 2 hands for this, so give me a minute. Holy crap. All right, guys, so after about an hour of fighting, finally getting this new one in. So I actually had to put it in the stove for about 20 minutes, in the oven for about 20 minutes. Then I had to beat that bearing out. And then I was able to press the new one in. So I gotta just put this one. I gotta put this one back in. Oh shit. All right, well. Get in there, you. I'll get it in there. Give me a minute. All right, guys, give me a minute. But yeah, once we get all that stuff put on, and then we'll put it back together. Off, so you don't have to like pound it or anything like that. Just get it in there, you know what I'm saying, wedge it, and it falls right out. No need to be breaking your parts. So in here, we have the rubber bushing, and then it's got a couple pieces. You see, it's super loose. I mean, I think that's the way they come, but we'll find out when we look at the new one. And then on this side, you know, I didn't see it very loose or anything like that, but I don't think this was the issue as far as why the wheel was shaking back and forth. So we'll go ahead and swap this out. And basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this rubber bushing off on both sides, just like this. See, they come off pretty quick. Let's see this one. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm trying to keep it to where you guys can see it. Well, I got it. You see, I just got it pried under there. And what I'll do is I'll give it a quick whack right here with the hammer to pop that off, and that'll come right off. I already did this side, but on the inside, I don't know if you guys can see, inside there's like a little, you know, maybe octagon or whatever, that little wire that's in there. You got to remove that wire before you remove the bearing. Otherwise, you're going to be there having a good time for a long time. So so let's see here. This being an older Arctic Cat, it's been, you know, I'm pretty sure it has the same wheel bearings and same wheel axles and all that stuff for the longest time. As you guys can see, there's that ring. Make sure you guys pull that out. And so it's gonna have dirty parts, it's gonna have old rusty stuff, but luckily this one was in the south, so it's not too bad. But I can definitely tell that this is pretty old. All right, so here's another piece that just dropped out. See all those little bearings on the inside. So, all right. You're gonna hear a couple whacks where I'm getting the that little rubber piece off on the bottom. And one thing I don't have is a vise, which I probably should, you know, invest in. But vices are expensive, you know. So for those of you guys who do this for, you know, for a living, I should say, you guys know that vices are expensive. Look how rusty that is. It's pretty bad. No grease, no nothing. Okay, this little wire, it holds the rubber. Don't worry about that wire. So it all comes with a new bearing. So as you guys can see, I've taken that out. Now there's a sleeve. The hardest part of this is gonna be this sleeve right here. So you guys can see there's a metal piece. You see that metal piece right here? That's gonna have to come out to put the new stuff in. And that's gonna be a little tough. So I might get it heated up with a butane, acetylene torch or something, and then pound it down, or keep it in the freezer so it can shrink. But we'll see. Cool. I'll see you guys in a little bit after I take this off. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be rough. All right, guys, so you do not have to beat these rubber bushings on. You don't have to hit them with a hammer or anything like that. Just take your time, be patient. They'll slide in. Once they're past the point of, you know, there's like a little groove where it holds them in place, but once you're past that point, they'll just slide right in. Yeah, so I mean, don't beat them down. Just as long as they're flush with the marching surface there, then it should be all right. All right, so now it's time to put it back together. I'll set you guys up to where you guys can watch. Yeah. All right, guys, it's time to put it back together. I actually had to straighten the steering arm. It was a little bent, so I did that, and then I just threw a little black paint just to, you know, I used a little sandpaper where I could. Just put a little black paint, you know, start to make it look pretty under here, but at some point I want to repaint the entire thing, but until then, basic stuff, you know what I'm saying? Baby steps. All right, so I got to put the knuckle back on. This one goes like this. Oh gosh. Gotta put the bottom on first. Okay. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's just a nut. Nothing crazy. Okay. And then we're gonna slide the CV axle in. And I was gonna take the CV axle out, but I might as well wait until I get the new one. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, it was starting to be a pain, so I need to get myself one of them CV axle extractors. So it's a little easier, you know what I'm saying? All right, let me tighten those down real quick. And again, this is going to be a 13. Nothing crazy. Looks like I'm gonna, come on. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna put a little, throw a little paint on that. I know, I should have thrown some paint. Nothing crazy, like I said, just rough. Just to make it look a little pretty. Makes me feel good inside, you know? All right, so now I gotta get that rotor wherever it went. Oh, there it is. It's behind me. All right, so let's get that bad Johnny in there. Oh. Washer. I'm gonna need to press it in a little bit before I do that. All right. Sorry for the noise, guys. Okay. There's a rubber seal. Goes in there. Right in there. Keeps all the goodies out.
Babe, I need you to unclog the toilet.
I have to go unclog the toilet.
Sorry, I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were recording. I didn't know you would come and got the phone.
I'm sorry if the impact dulls the volume. See if it's on. Nope. That's it. I'm gonna back it up and find out. There it is. All right, so you got to press it in because the CV axle will get in on the back there. But looks good. No more movement. Ugh. Yeah. All right. Let's get this cotter pin wherever that little cotter pin went. I'll just get another one. All right, you guys. Well, there it is. It's installed. It's good. I appreciate you guys watching. I will have more content for this Arctic Cat in the future. Feel free to like and subscribe. And if you guys like this stuff, just let me know. Or if you guys want me to do something else to it, let me know. And I appreciate y'all's time. Thank you guys. See you in the next one.